And we are back on another beautiful Monday. Man, before we even get too deep into everything, we got to give a shout out, man. It is MLK Day. We want to give a shout out to Atlanta's own Dr. King for all the sacrifices that he made and everything that he put on the line to help better us, to help better this country, to help better every single person out there. We appreciate you and your family and everything that you put on the line. Gone, but certainly not forgotten. And so we got to start the MLK Day off like that. And from there, man, we'll just go, everybody out there in audio land. Look, before we even get too deep, go wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, every single place, and leave us a rating. Leave us that 5-star rating. Leave some comments, participate in the show, because what that does, that's called digital currency, as B. Rich calls it, just showing us some love digitally, right? And when you do that, that helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us rise as far as awareness, and it gives us the support we need to keep growing and giving you the support and entertainment you need. So go wherever you get your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube, you're on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Go like, subscribe, share, comment, play a part in the show. We appreciate you and we love you. And then after you do that, hey, B. Rich, you know what they need to do?
What?
Man, you got to get your fit right.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at me, man.
You got to get your fit right. Look at B. Rich.
Hey, man, right now, man, go to 285clothing.com and get you one, man. Everybody ask us what we're in stock, man. We stock for the season. We sold out during the holidays, and we got a fresh batch in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, look, like you said, go to 285clothing.com. Yo, these blood pressure birds are stressing me out. You know what I'm saying? So, look, for that blood pressure bird fan and you, whoever you are, look, you might feel a way about the new coaching hire. You might feel a way about anything when it comes to the Falcons. You might not like the president. So, if you don't, go and get you a blood pressure bird shirt. Represent who you with. Go to 285clothing.com. We also have other pieces. We have this one, this colorway, B. Rich's colorway. We got the just blood pressure birds plain one. And we got a whole lot of dope stuff that represents the city of Atlanta. Go to 285clothing.com and grab some for that blood pressure bird fan in you. All right. And with that said, right, house business is out the way.
All right.
The Atlanta Falcons have hired their newest head coach, Mr. Kevin Stefanski. What are your thoughts, gentlemen?
I don't know who we got to guess.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get to him.
Man, my thoughts are this, man. Like, I don't understand the hire. I can't justify the hire for nothing in the world. I cannot justify it. He got 2 coaches of the year. So what? The last 2 seasons he had losing seasons. I don't care what reason. No, I don't care. Excuse me. He could have had Woody Woodpecker being the quarterback. I don't care. He had 2 losing seasons.
Man, come on, bro.
I don't understand. I try to do my history and look at all the coaches that had 2 losing seasons and later on coaching another team. The only coach that I had respect for was Tom McCaughlin, and that was after he won the Super Bowl with the Giants and lost. I don't get it, man. I will give my thoughts more into that. Just for now. And then the Bills just fired Sean McDermott. Be patient. And you know what the sucky part is? I was sitting watching the 49ers and the Seahawks play, and I was watching the head coach, well, the offensive coordinator that I wanted the Falcons to get, put a belt to ass to our boy Kyle Shanahan, man.
They did.
And then what if Kyle Shanahan gets fired?
If that would happen, I would lose my mind.
Kyle Shanahan is banned in Atlanta, bro.
No, not for us. Listen. Before
Kyle
he talk
Shanahan
too deep,
is banned
If he
in Atlanta,
gets hired
bro.
to Atlanta, I'll release the ban.
No.
man, please look. I've been praying the 49ers send him back. Please let him come back and atone his sins. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all who we got, man. Look, what helps this show run is some of our dope sponsors, man. And one of the main guys who believed in us from the very beginning came on the show, participated, let people know his opinions because he has hot takes and he is an Atlanta sports fan. So he's not just a sponsor. He's someone who loves the teams. Man, Nagel and Associates, y'all give it up for the one and only Danny Nagel, Clayco, till I die. Hey, man, so when they see the billboard, they talking about you. But go ahead, man. Go ahead, Danny. Let us know what you feel about this head coaching job.
So let me give some perspective, right? I've been on the south side of Atlanta, Clayton County, my entire life. Okay. Die-hard Braves fan, die-hard Hawks fan. Talking Mookie Blaylock, Tyrone Corbin, Christian Laettner, Mutombo, Steve Smith. I've suffered through the Josh Childress era. We had Josh Childress.
Yeah,
right?
we had him. Yeah, sure
and
did.
Josh Smith.
Yeah, you know, I always said that we drafted Josh Childress just so we can have a nice bobblehead dog because of
Bro, listen, don't let the Kevin Stefanski hire distract you from the fact that the Hawks drafted Marvin Williams over CP3.
Well, we know the Hawks are the most embarrassing franchise in the state of Georgia.
Like, come on, man. But no, man, like, I'm not, I'm an excellent attorney, great lawyer. If you're ever in a car wreck, 833-CLAKO1 or 844-GA-REC. You see it on the shirt. You see it on the hat. You see it on the billboards. I've lived my whole life in Clayton County. But going back to the question, Stefanski, right? You have to make a move at a certain point. I think that the goal was to get Harbaugh, right? Mm-hmm. The Giants did not let him leave the building without a deal. They probably gave him the keys to the city.
They did.
Right? He's going to be GM, president, coach, cheerleader, everything, right? The Falcons were not going to do that.
Nope.
Okay? So, boom, he's done. What do you want? Clint Kubiak? He has no head coach experience. So you want your president of football operations and your head coach to have absolutely no experience whatsoever? That's not going to work. I'm not saying Stefanski was the right choice, but given the coaches out there, look at what he did in his first 3 years. He got 2 coaches of the year, went 11-5, and I think he went 11-5 and 11-6 mm-hmm. when he had talent. Go ahead and name me 4 football players on the Cleveland Browns. Name me 4. Besides, you got Shador, you got Myles Garrett, and you got Jared Jeudy. Go ahead, name some more.
You talking about right now when he won Coach of the Year?
No, right now. When he had Baker Mayfield, he won.
Yeah, he had Baker Mayfield. He had Jarvis Landry. He had Njoku. He had Myles Garrett. Like, I mean, he had Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Like, the man had some players and still finished third in the division.
And second. He got second.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he's so great he couldn't win a division.
But look at who he was up against. Lamar. That's like saying the Utah Jazz are not any good because they lost to the Bulls. They lost to Jordan. It's okay being second place. That's like saying Peyton Manning is no good because he kept losing to Brady. No, like, come on.
I mean, but that's also saying Mike Smith was good. He had to go up against Sean Payton and Drew Brees. He won a division, so. so
we also know the Saints were cheating. We also know the Saints were cheating.
But I mean, still, that man was a great coach, and you got a Hall of Fame quarterback, and the Falcons were able to do it while Kevin Stefanski couldn't get past second in the division. Like, he won Coach of the Year. And look, interviewing these athletes, I learned this, Danny, and this is true about anything in life. Your resume is your resume. That's what they say. So I can't take the Coach of the Year away from him. Correct. But the Coach of the Year award, to me, it don't mean that much. You finished third in the division. How is that Coach of the Year? Third in your division.
What have the Browns ever done prior to 2020 and 2022? What have the Browns ever done?
Well, the Browns,
since we've been alive,
the Browns organization moved to Baltimore, so Baltimore ended up doing something. But the current new Browns ain't done shit.
Exactly. So we took them to the playoffs twice. Come on, man. He got to the divisional round. Yeah, and who did he lose to? He lost to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, look, man. That man I had 2 losing records years this year.
Name me 5 players on the Browns.
I mean, you had Joe Flacco.
The man went to the playoffs. The man went to the playoffs with Baker Mayfield.
Quarterbacks. You told me to name them.
No, I'm talking about right now. Name 5 players on the Browns.
Dylan Gabriel.
Jesus Christ.
The rookie running back number 44.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember him catching all them passes from Shador, scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, but guess what though? I don't follow the Browns, but I'll say this, man. Me personally, I don't like the Kevin Stefanski hire for this right here. Like, there's been a lot of people who have gotten into the racial aspect.
Okay,
I'm not getting into the racial aspect.
Right. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
But it does. But Danny, look at me. I'm in the culture.
Okay.
It's a lot of people from DC Young Fly to Isaac Hayes to a lot of people that's bringing that question up, and they influence millions of Atlantans.
But I don't think that's what he was saying. I think he was talking about don't mean anything from Kevin Stefanski's standpoint.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Not from their standpoint.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So this like, I don't like what happened with Shador. But I'm not looking at it from a racial standpoint. I'm looking at it from a leadership standpoint. Mm-hmm. You have a rookie quarterback. Mm-hmm. You're trying to build trust in the locker room. You got to build trust with the players. To just sit there and act like a rookie quarterback didn't have his first game ever throwing his first touchdown. Like, to me, that shows bad leadership. You the head coach. You got to build that rookie quarterback up. It don't matter who he is, black, white, pink, purple. I don't care. You got to build up your rookie quarterback. You go and give the ball to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, of course, is your franchise guy, but he been getting sacks. I can see if that was the game he broke the sack record. Turn around and get the ball to your rookie quarterback. Acknowledge him in that moment in front of the team. To me, that was bad leadership. And I've been looking at it that way ever since. Like, that's bad leadership.
Could have gave away 2 game balls.
And listen, he gave it 2 that day.
He could have. Yeah, he could have.
You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you another thing that we heard, that he has a problem building relationships in the locker room. Now this is what we hear from people who in the media, that this guy has a problem building relationships in the locker room. Well, I hope he's able to build better relationships with guys, because he can be like kind of like a real smart guy, just into the technicals. You got to be a coach who can build these relationships. And hearing that, it showed right there in front of all of us with the Shedeur situation. He has an issue building relationships within the locker room, as far as what I can see. And so that's my problem with him. Is he the guy to come in and build the right culture with the team? I don't care about that. This is the culture of the city. I'm talking about the culture with the Falcons. Can you come in and build that trust with the players?
But you know what, man? Like, I've learned that certain people may excel in certain situations with the personnel change. If we as a fan base go into it with the idea that he can't build those types of relationships with the players, then we're going to manifest it and make it so. Now, does that mean ignore valid criticisms of him? Absolutely not. But we don't know what a personnel change is going to do. Again, I'm not saying he was the best pick. It would have been great to have Harbaugh. It would have been great to get Sean McDermott. We had no idea Buffalo would lose their mind and fire him. Like, we had no idea. And so, you play the what-if game. What if Buffalo doesn't do that and there is nobody else? Who are they going to hire then? You've got somebody with head coaching experience that has turned a franchise into something, right? Are there criticisms that are very valid? Absolutely. But this is who they chose. Give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? I always say give people the benefit of the doubt until they no longer deserve it. If he comes here and he shows that he doesn't deserve it, then get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? My understanding is he's keeping the DC, right?
Yeah.
Great. This is the first time the Falcons have had a legitimate pass rushing defense since when? The Grits Blitz or something like that?
Sent Patrick Kearney and Abraham together, and that didn't last long because Kearney was near the end of his career with the Falcons.
Exactly. So the defense should be good. We've got players. You can name 6 or 7 players on the Falcons football team. You know what I'm saying? So let's give them a shot. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't let people's outside their experiences may not be our experiences. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in life in general. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that you rock with and they come up to you and be like, hey, man, I don't like him over there, but you have no experience with this dude over here, are you just going to automatically not like him? Of course not. You're going to be like, well, that's not my experience with him. So let him make those mistakes or let him make those connections, and let's see how it plays out. But if you go into it with the mindset of he can't build these relationships or he doesn't do X, Y, and Z for the players, that's the people. We all bring our bias and prejudices with us, right? Whether it's the sports world or the legal world. Same thing with juries. They're going to bring their bias and prejudice with them. Just keep an open mind.
Well, look, this is how I look at it, right? All right, I have an open mind to anything the Falcons do. Right now, I'm just trying to understand the hire. I don't understand that. I don't understand why a person like my resume. Like, if I came up to get a job and I failed 2 years in a row doing my job, like, would I get a job? I mean, I may be the most knowledgeable person or what have you, but the results are results, and what we want is wins.
But if you brought your resume up, right, and the past 2 years haven't been great, and they say, be rich, the past 2 years haven't been great, you'd be like, bro, I have no equipment, I have no camera dude, I have bad microphones. Like, this is the reason why I don't have the tools that I need to succeed.
What did the NFL stand for?
Not for long.
Exactly. And it's no excuses. Like Raheem Morris, like, he had some bad breaks. You understand?
He doesn't know how to use timeouts.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is,
come on,
no, he don't know how to pick coordinators. We can go into whatever. What I'm saying is, He had some bad breaks. He had Koo missing field goal. If Koo would have made one of them field goals, it'd be a totally different story we talking about right now.
But see, that's the thing. What we're learning, what we're talking about is there are things outside the coach's control, right?
Exactly.
You can't say Raheem has some bad breaks because the players didn't execute, and not turn around and say Stefanski is a bad coach because his players didn't execute. At the end of the day, it's the coach's job to make sure the right coordinators are in place, the team is prepared, right? If they go out there, if on the individual level the team doesn't execute, to a certain degree, that is on the coach. But at the end of the day, if my running back sucks and he's missing blocks or dropping passes, like, how is that my fault?
Okay,
as the coach.
On that, I got you. We don't know what Stefanski gonna do. We have no clue.
I guarantee you Falcons will be a double-digit win team.
Well, then I would love that, and I would be happy, and I would go on camera and say, hey, I was wrong. I would have no problem with that. I'd be happy as hell. But what I'm saying right now is, for the candidates that's out there, you say Kubiak don't have any experience. This. Man, he has an NFL lineage where he can call his dad to get advice.
The dad that couldn't do anything with the Texans?
I mean,
no, Super Bowl winning dad. Super Bowl winning dad.
Not when he was with head coach?
He won with Denver as the head coach. Super Bowl winning.
Was he the head coach at Denver?
Yes, sir. Super Bowl winning.
What did he do in Texas?
He won a Super Bowl.
Not in Texas.
It don't matter. He has a Super Bowl. We can't talk about. We talking about the first time he was head coach. He got a Super Bowl.
But you got to realize he comes.
You saying we can't discount Kevin and you discount his Super Bowl?
But you got to realize this Kubiak comes from Shanahan. That's a Shanahan disciple. Like, he was behind John Elway as a backup, as a quarterback, as a player. He learned so much from Dan Reeves, from Shanahan, to even his own philosophy. So that means he has a lot of knowledge to pass to his son. Where his son, I'm not gonna let my son fail. Hey, son, you need to do this. You need to back this up. So they have, at least, if we were to ever make it to the Super Bowl, we would know what to do. Kevin Stefanski don't even know how to set up an itinerary for the Super Bowl.
So look,
he's never experienced it.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Danny. No matter what, like, we gonna rock with what the Falcons did. I'm not saying I'm not one of them people saying ban the Falcons, stop going. I'm going to the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock with the team. I'm just trying to understand it, because the way it looks like to me, it looks like the Falcons locked in on Kevin Stefanski.
They may have
it looked like something I was reading last night. Yeah. Their three choices were Harbaugh,
yes,
second Stefanski,
yep,
third Kubiak. Like, this something I read last night from an insider. I had pulled the article up in the middle while somebody talking when we take a break. But it said their three choices were Harbaugh number 1,
right,
Stefanski number 2,
okay,
and Kubiak number 3. Right. To me, this is just my theory, right? And my theory could be wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I got to see how things play out with Kirk Cousins, because I think this hire is all around what can and can't be done with Kirk Cousins right now, because they don't have any certainty on when Mike Penix is going to come back or how he's going to come back. They say 9 months, but there's no guarantee he's going to be ready to roll come August in training camp and be ready to be the quarterback that he is. I think they went and got the guy who they know brought some of the best out of Kirk Cousins. He was out there and available. He runs offense. Matt Warner, he's a proven coach. He's been with Kirk before. If we can just improve on the mistakes that Raheem made, I think we'll be better. I think that was the thought process. And the only thing that bothers me about that is, like, man, throw a wide net, fat. Like, throw a real wide net. Don't throw a wide net, but you really only trying to catch this one thing.
Yeah.
Cast a real wide net and see who might be the best for the job. I don't know if they just locked in on what they thought and that was it. That's what bothers me about it.
Probably. I mean, none of us are that high-level executive, right? But they probably had 3 or 4 people that were on the short list. Of course, they have to interview other people because there are rules and regulations that the NFL put in place for that. And that's fine. But they saw what happened to Harbaugh and maybe had a little bit of a panic and was like, oh, shit.
They did.
Because a lot of other teams wanted Stefanski. I know that. But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. All right. I'm not going to attack you. I really want to.
No, attack me.
I wish I would have called you yesterday, because I was trying to call people to make this make sense.
Yeah.
You said you guarantee that we'll have double-digit wins.
Yes.
All right. I'm not trying to be funny.
Okay.
Make me feel better.
Okay.
Why do you think that?
The Falcons have too much talent. They have too much talent. They should not have gone on that. Like, I can cuss on here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, how the fuck do we lose to the Panthers twice and the Jets and the Dolphins?
Well, the Panthers were good. They were better than what I thought.
They're better, but
I thought they were ass.
We are
but the Jets,
who we thought they are.
I agree with the Jets.
Like, we should not have lost to the Jets nor the Dolphins. I try not to had a bad experience. I stopped saying we and I when it comes to sports teams. When the Braves broke my heart with Brooks Conrad making 2 errors in the same game. Anyway, if the Falcons beat either the Dolphins or the Jets, they're in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. If they would have beat the Jets, they're in the playoffs.
If they would have beat either one of them or one game against the Panthers, like, they're too talented. How long is New Orleans going to suck? You know what I'm saying? Like, they might have their franchise quarterback now.
What do you think Stefanski's going to do to get us there? That's what I want. Like, what do you? Because like I could tell you why we didn't get there. I
don't think the coaching mistakes with the timeouts and the weird play calling, and I don't think he's going to make those mistakes. Again, when you give him the tools to succeed, we have seen him succeed. When you have the tools to succeed with Raheem, he's not succeeding. I think that's the difference, right? When you have this many talented players on both sides of the ball, it's very clear that Raheem is not the guy to get the most out of him. Okay? So I don't know if y'all disagree about that, but Raheem had to go. Like, he had to go. I'm not saying he's a bad dude.
We agree with that.
Okay, so everybody's in agreement. Raheem had to go.
Yeah, we agree with that.
So now the question is, who do you put in place? And you have to look at someone that can show you they can succeed with a good team. And Stefanski has done it. So let's see what he does. But to answer your question, the Falcons are too talented. The Saints are trash. Baker Mayfield's going to come back to reality. Their Tampa Bay's defense is good, but Vita Vea is getting older. Diallo is, like, Mike Evans is older. Chris Godwin can't stay healthy. Like, they're not going to be good next year. And Carolina,
I ain't never count them out, Danny. I ain't never count them out.
Let me ask you this, Danny.
Yeah.
And this is a real deal scenario that could happen that I don't think anyone thought about, right?
Okay.
All right. Deion Sanders, right?
Yeah.
One of the most beloved Atlanta Falcon ever. Would you agree?
I wouldn't put him top 5.
Oh, he's definitely top 5, Danny.
No.
The top one.
No. Julio, Matt, Bijan.
Are you talking about greatest or we talking about love? I mean, I put him on both. I put him on he's easily top 5 greatest.
He changed the culture in Atlanta '92, man. Like, he changed the city, the culture, everything for black folks. So my question is this. All right, I got where you going.
Okay.
All right, he's one of the top 10 most loved Falcons ever. Would you agree?
Sure.
All right. Would you agree that Atlanta's a black city?
I would say predominantly. I think Atlanta's a very, very good melting pot. But if I had to describe it, I would say it's a very, like, urban city. You know what I'm saying? Like, the culture it leans more towards hip hop.
Okay.
That, you know what I'm saying?
So a lot of those fans, whether they know the inside details or not, are upset about how Shador was treated.
Okay.
Before we hired Stefanski, people were like, why are they doing him like that? Whatever reason, it could have been Stefanski's fault or not.
Right.
Do you think he needs to answer those questions and clear that up?
I'm not. No. And the reason why is because we don't know whether that came from the owner. We don't know whether that came from the GM. We don't know where that came from.
Exactly.
We don't know.
Do you think that fans who don't understand that are ignorant to that fact are going to are they going to come in and light into him just because of that?
Probably, because the coach you get the glory and you get the blame, right? So Stefanski, and I don't know any coach that would do this, but if it was the GM or if it was the owner, Stefanski's not going to come out and throw him under the bus, right? He's not going to do that. Who was it who threw the former coach under the bus? Was it Sean Payton that threw somebody under the bus or something?
Sean Payton threw everything under the
Payton
bus.
don't care about that.
The former Denver
I don't know if he did. He threw the old.
He threw the old. Yeah. Stefanski's not going to do a Sean Payton, right?
Yeah, Sean Payton.
He's not going to do that. But also, I just remembered something. Let's think back for a second. Who is the greatest NFL coach of all time?
I mean, you had to say
Bill Belichick. Because of the
Where did he get fired from?
Oh, come on.
The Patriots.
No. Before that, before he won all Super Bowls.
The
Browns.
What did he do with the Browns?
He got him one fumble away from going to the Super Bowl.
Did he
Ernest
win?
Biner fumbled the ball.
Did he win?
What I'm saying, he got to. I'm asking you. Ask what he did. He got him to the NFC Championship against the Broncos. Ernest Biner was running in from 2 yards to score a touchdown, and he fumbled the ball.
Okay, but did he win?
No, he didn't win.
What was his record in Cleveland?
I can look it up. Let's ask ChatGPT.
I'm 99% sure he had a losing record.
You can't use that
in
then.
Cleveland.
I'm gonna throw that out, man. Let me bang the gavel. Let me bang the gavel. I object. Everything. Bang the gavel. Bang the gavel. I
I'm about to be
object.
vindicated.
Your Honor, I object to this man right here. You know what I'm saying?
What's his
I'm
record?
talking about to him.
Oh, it's coming up.
Because you can't use that, Dan. You talking about 1 out of a million things. Like, we can't use that. We can't
Why
use
not?
that as what to go by.
All
You
right.
talking about something, and guess what though? So let me ask you this, Danny. Let me ask you this, Dan. I heard what you said. He was in Cleveland, and then he ended up winning. Are we gonna? So you saying that could possibly happen with us, right?
There's a greater than 0% chance it could happen here.
Oh,
it's
well,
greater
let
than
me ask you
0.
this.
Okay.
So you also saying you also saying there's a greater than 0 chance we're gonna find a 6th round pick who end up going down as the greatest quarterback ever.
For sure.
That's
That's always.
Boy, you better stop.
I got the numbers.
Oh, Daddy.
What was his
Stop
record
it,
in
man.
Cleveland?
Come on, man.
I was wrong. I think Schottenheimer was the coach when he went to the NFC Championship. But in 1991, he was 6-10 first year head coach.
Okay.
1992, 7-9, missed the playoffs. 93 AFC Central champions, playoff win, 11-5.
Okay.
1994, 7-9 regression year. And then the last year, the team relocated turmoil, and he was 5-11.
So he had a losing record in Cleveland.
His record overall in the playoffs
Man,
was 1-1.
Danny, you gotta throw that out,
36
bro.
and
You
44.
tripping? I'm gonna tell you right now. You on
Men
that
lie,
bullshit.
women lie, stats don't lie.
Danny, you on that bullshit,
this
bro.
where he
You
going.
tripping?
This where he going. So, he was a Bill Parcells disciple, right? And so he's trying to paint the picture of, all right, he had a losing record, but he had a genius mind, and I think he was
I know exactly what
the
he's
Jets. Was he the Jets?
He went to the Jets, left after a day.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Patriots.
He did
So
a Bobby
he came to the
the
Patriots,
same day.
Did a Bobby Petrino.
So hey,
He did.
If
He did put a Bobby Petrino.
if Kevin Stefanski can follow in them footsteps, I ain't mad. But that's a big if.
But listen.
It's greater than
listen,
0.
I can say without a shadow of a doubt, he will not follow in those footsteps. You cannot use that, Danny. Come on, that's some straight BS, man.
It
You
makes
better
sense.
than that,
It makes
Danny.
sense, Trey.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
does
it
not make
does.
sense.
Yes,
You're
it
not
does.
gonna find your Tom Brady. There's only one. There's only been one Tom Brady.
We don't need a
You're
Tom
not
Brady.
gonna find a
We
Tom
might
Brady.
can find
the
one.
hell you don't. Bill
You
Belichick does. Look at the Patriots. The Patriots back in the AFC Championship 2 years after they got rid of Bill Belichick without Tom Brady. Bill Belichick has a losing record without Tom Brady as his quarterback. That we gotta throw that trash out. That's trash, Danny. I'm
No,
just
it's
telling
not.
it like it is. That's trash, my guy. You better than that, Danny.
Men lie,
Come on, man.
women lie, numbers don't lie.
Exactly. And the numbers say he is trash without Tom Brady. Thank you for saying
But the
that.
analogy of how he put it for him coaching the Browns,
He's only
he
bringing
had
up
two
the
losing.
Browns. He's bringing up that a Browns coach end up becoming the greatest coach. That doesn't mean another Browns coach when we have a lot of Browns coaches who have failed that we can take the percentage from.
We don't
Come
need
on,
6
Danny.
Super
But that's
Bowls.
the wrong Browns. That's the Browns that went to the.
We don't need
Baltimore.
6 Super Bowls.
God.
Well, the Falcons don't need 6 Super Bowls, bro.
Yes, we do.
My point
Hell,
is
we
this.
don't.
You said. I mean, look.
Yes, we do.
Hey. My point still stands, and you can't argue with it. Bill Belichick, one of the great. You think that all of a sudden that Bill Belichick just turned a light switch on when he got over to New England?
No, he knew how to coach.
Okay, but he had
That's
a
what he
losing
said-
record,
that's what
bro.
he said about
He knew how to
Stefanski.
coach.
So that's what I'm saying.
Bill Belichick also had Super Bowls under his belt. How many Stefanski got?
Now
Bill
that-
Belichick
now you
has
got a
Super Bowl.
point. Now you got a point.
Bill Belichick has the game plan that's considered the greatest Super Bowl defensive game plan of all time. It's in the Hall of Fame. Where's Stefanski got that at, Danny?
He's
Man,
barely-
stop it,
he's
man.
barely
You about
started.
to make my fucking head explode.
He's
'Cause you
barely
tripping.
started. You're already saying
You
he
brought him
can't.
up. I didn't bring him. I didn't compare him to Bill Belichick. You tripping, Danny?
No, I didn't compare him to Bill Belichick. What I said was, look at Bill Belichick's record. Nobody knew Bill Belichick would go on this crazy run. Nobody knew that at
They
the time.
didn't. They
At the
didn't. You
time,
right.
at the time,
You right.
the Patriots hired somebody that had a losing record in Cleveland, right? I'm not saying he's going to be Bill Belichick,
But look, though.
but what I'm saying, and also Bill Belichick correct me if I'm wrong, but the coach doesn't pick the players in there. That's a GM, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so shit, you can't even say that Bill Belichick found Tom Brady. The GM did. But what I'm saying is,
I didn't say he did.
But
I say he got lucky to get Tom Brady.
That's fine. But you see amazing quarterbacks all the time. Dan Marino is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and never won a Super Bowl. Charles Barkley is one of the best basketball players in history, never won a championship ring. Karl Malone, in my opinion, just to switch gears just a little bit, is probably top 10 all time, never won an NBA championship.
True.
Come on, bro. It's not it. Tom Brady arguably is the best quarterback of all time, but there's still 10 other players on the field and then a whole defense and a special teams. It don't matter how good of a quarterback you are. You cannot win a Super Bowl by yourself. The thing about Tom Brady is he made everybody around him better.
Let me step in. Let's bring it back to a little optimism.
He still got
fired. Hold on.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick still got fired.
But listen, nobody's saying, like, I'm not making this, did Tom Brady win by himself? You brought up what Bill Belichick did.
But you said...
Hold on. You're insinuating that there's a chance that we can have the same kind of, that there's a fired Browns quarterback who could go on to have good success. Just because he's a fired Browns quarterback and you pull Bill Belichick, he was like, I think that's trash. I think you got to throw that out. Bill Belichick was a Super Bowl winning coach who, like I said, has a defensive game plan that is considered the greatest defensive game plan in a Super Bowl. That's in the Hall. That game plan is in the Hall of Fame. And so we can't compare him to Kevin Stefanski. Like Kevin Stefanski.
Who was Bill Belichick before he went over to the Patriots?
Man, he was Bill Belichick, the coach of the greatest defense.
So now,
I keep saying
y'all keep going back and forth.
The greatest defensive game plan in Super Bowl history.
But he says he had Tom Brady on the offensive side. Who was on that defense?
Man, y'all listen.
Hold on.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm saying, Danny's saying just because the man coached for the Browns.
The stats said I don't like. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Just because the man coached for the Browns, what does that mean?
So look, let's get off of that.
Yeah.
Let's get off of that.
Okay.
All right. I see where he's trying to go. I think the optimism.
I do too. I'm just not following. I'm getting out the
so
car
hold
like
on.
Trey. Let me out, though.
Hold on. Listen. This what I'm trying. This what I'm trying to say. If Kevin Stefanski can coach. This is the key. All right, he may not be the same mind as a Bill Belichick, and y'all know how I feel about the Stefanski hire. But what I'm trying to say is, if he can come in, he's just saying, hey, maybe he could do the same direction and have a positive impact towards the Falcons being in a different situation.
Man, you going easy on Danny. We know this side guy. You going easy on Danny. I'm not going to go easy on. He's trying to go easy on you because you our boy. I'm not going easy on you. We can say.
But you
hold on. We can say Kevin Stefanski may have success.
That's all he was trying to say.
Listen, let me finish. You just cut me off. We can say Kevin Stefanski may have success because you never know where he'll go as a head coach. Let's not use what Bill Belichick did.
I ain't talking about that.
Talking to him,
sir.
Okay,
gotcha.
Talking to him. Let's not use the Bill Belichick example. Let's throw that out because this man is considered the greatest coach ever. We can't use Kevin Stefanski just because he was a Browns coach and Belichick was a Browns coach. We can't use that, Danny. I would rather we discuss on how many coaches have had success in their second stint with a team, with another team, period. We had Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll had 2 failures, then went on to Seattle. If you want to use him, okay, let's talk about coaches like that who have failed in one place but then went and succeeded at another place. I think that's a better example than using Bill Belichick just because they coach for the Browns.
The only thing I have about Stefanski is he hasn't done it on any level far as being an offensive coordinator or whatever type of coach he was before. He hasn't been a part of a winning environment to the ultimate thing is the Super Bowl. When we got Dan Quinn was on a winning Super Bowl team.
Yes, he had won a Super Bowl.
Yes, I like that.
Should have won 2.
Yes. When we hired Raheem Morris, he had won a Super Bowl with the Rams. This just was
Mike Smith had success
with the Ravens. They won a Super Bowl with Jim Harbaugh, I think. The other thing is this. It's just unconventional. This is different. One thing that our partner Doug said was, whoever the Falcons hire this time, no matter who it is, he's taking us to the Super Bowl.
I don't know about that.
I know what the Falcons said. Falcons said, you know what? We're going to switch it up. We're going to do it differently. We hired Dan Reeves. He had been to 3 Super Bowls. Man, we hired Jim Moore. Jim Moore was on the team that made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Under Steve Mariucci. Hey, man, we brought in Bobby Petrino. That man had success in college. We brought in Mike Smith. He had success. We brought in Dan Quinn. He had success. We even brought in Arthur Smith off of AFC Championship and Raheem off of Super Bowl. You know what we going to do this time? Let's go get us a loser to coach the team, because hiring people who won didn't work. So now we're going to get a guy who know what it's like to be on the bottom, and all he want to do is go to the top. I think that's what they say.
There's no chance in hell that's accurate. There's no chance in hell
what they said.
That's true.
I think that's what they did.
No.
That's exactly what they did.
Hey, look.
That might not be what they thought, but that's what they did. You know what I'm saying?
So overall, Stefanski had a 40-44 record at Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
He was 2-2 in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a losing record.
Mm-hmm.
No division titles.
No.
And he had playoff appearances 2 of the 5 seasons.
So listen. I'm gonna say this.
We trash teams.
And he had his QB was instability. Had a lot of
Instability.
Instability. I couldn't say the word.
He didn't go and pick up
Josh
Deshaun
Allen.
Watson. Like,
No, he didn't. And listen,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, y'all. I pray that Kevin Stefanski goes out and win. I'm not saying I want the man run out of town or I want to pack his bags up. I'm not even saying F the man. I'm just saying I don't understand the hire, and I'm praying that it works out. Like I pray it works out with every single coach and player that the Atlanta Falcons bring in. I just don't understand how
who would you
he
hire?
was the guy.
Who would you hire?
I
Me,
told you I'd hire.
I would have went with Kubiak.
Ugh.
So let me ask y'all this. All right, so look, optimism is coming in.
Yeah.
Do y'all like the way the Falcons defense, everybody in the room played last year?
And I think that's another reason they hired him. Because Kevin Stefanski agreed to keep the defense.
So do y'all like the way the defense played last year? Do y'all think that coming into the new year that this defensive coordinator will have the defense playing
I think
at
the
a better
defense
level?
can get even better.
Yeah.
All right, so do you agree that last year a lot of our issues with Zach Robinson's pistol play calling? Do y'all think that? Do you think Kevin Stefanski can improve on that play calling? If that's the case, then we probably could go to the playoffs.
Yes.
I hope he can.
Yes. You can't get worse than what Zach Robinson did.
Now, from that standpoint, I don't disagree
So
with you.
so we all agree. We all agree. So look, this may be how the Falcons looking at it, and you got a good point in what you said. All right, defense improves. We're gonna say that they're gonna be better than last year because of the people have more experience. Our rookies are gonna be more in depth, and we're gonna get free agents to come in and solidify what we needed. All right. So now we're gonna have a coach that can. Okay, you said Kirk Cousins, the connection. Maybe we can get a little bit more out of Kirk if Kirk stays. All right, if that's the case, he won 4 games in a row. Mm-hmm. So if we can just improve on that, have him get the offense to be stable and not do the BS that Zach Robinson had us to do, and he's a running a running coach. So Bijan should get some more, hopefully, a better season than this past year. Throwing in, we know they throw to the running back. We saw Shedeur do nothing but throw to a running back to help him out. So, hopefully, man, this makes us a playoff contending team.
Hey.
Even though I still don't like to hire.
Hey, well, look. It's about time for us, man, to pay some bills and then come back and discuss this. When we come back, we're going to address some comments, but I got a question for all y'all out there in the comments when we come back. Danny, I want you to be thinking on this as well.
All right.
And we're going to go to break right after this question. Will the Falcons give Kevin Stefanski more time than they gave Raheem Morris to turn this thing around? Let's go to break.
I told y'all we're going to be great, man. Give me them chips.
To be a top podcast, we brought in performance specialist, former Georgia Bulldog and leadership coach.
Hey, what you guys doing, man?
Hey, man.
Hey, we gotta get to work, man. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Hey, y'all brought me here to be great, so we're going to be great. So who's recording this, man? I know y'all ain't busy on IG. Let's go. Pick it up.
You better stop.
It's the mentality, man.
Boy, you better stop.
Let's go.
Blood pressure burns.
Hey, you say you want to be the best. We got to be the best, man. Let's go. Pick it up. Let's go. Pick it up.
What the hell does
Hey,
push-ups got to do with a
it's a
podcast?
podcast. It's a lifestyle. Get in the game.
100.
Get in the game.
101.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. Get up. Get up.
Man. What the hell? Man, I'm trying to look. All I know is ain't nobody finna get no show. I ain't
Man, what I tell y'all, man?
Bro, I'm just trying to have
Y'all not serious, bro. Y'all brought me here to be great, and I told y'all we're gonna be great, man. Give me them chips. It's not just about your voice, man. You gotta think about your diet. You gotta be the best version of yourself, man. Every single day. Nah, this is not what we came here to do. All right. So I'm telling y'all, get serious, get your mind right, and we gonna be great. What I say?
I quit.
This man lost his damn mind. Man, shout out to that boy Rennie Curran, man, one of UGA's great linebackers. Man, the man came in here. Man, the man just started working out, man.
100 push-ups.
Talking about we said we want to be the greatest podcast around. Danny, this man had B Rich doing push-ups, had me doing running place. The man that snatched our food and threw away chips. What's wrong with him, man?
Damn, man.
What's going on with the man? But I guess you got to put the work in to get where you want to go.
Yep.
So listen, now that we back, this is what I want to know from you guys. I asked the question before we left, and we're going to ask it again. Will the Atlanta Falcons give Kevin Stefanski more time than they gave Raheem Morris?
Yes. I think he gets 4 to 5 years. I think he gets 4 to 5 years.
He says he's gonna win. I mean, I received that.
I think he's gonna get
like
4.
I said, if he wins, I'm gonna come back on here. I'm gonna give a rant on why I was wrong.
I mean, look, hindsight is 20/20, right? Like, it doesn't mean that you are wrong. It just means that this is what you believe based on whatever information you want to accept, or in Trey's situation, not accept, and that's okay. But I think the Falcons have at least 11 wins next year. The year after that is really going to be up in the air because we don't know what's going to happen with Penix. And I think that if they get 10 wins the year after that and make the playoffs, then I think that's going to buy him 2 to 3 more years. I think he's here for 4 to 5 years. I think they make the playoffs 3 out of the 5 years.
Do you think we win a Super Bowl?
Well,
I don't think we win a Super Bowl with Michael Penix or Kirk Cousins. I think the top of the mountain is maybe the NFC Championship game.
Man, we gotta win a Super Bowl. Forget this.
Listen,
Blank
bro,
has to win a Super Bowl.
Listen to me.
He's not getting any younger.
Bro, I still have people trolling me with the 28-3.
Do you think we don't?
I think, bro, listen, that hurt.
It hurt.
I know exactly where I was. We were having a Super Bowl party at my brother-in-law's house. Everybody was there having a good time, and somebody was like, I got to go home. I'm like, sit your ass down. Don't move. I was like, don't go nowhere. Like, nobody move. I had to pee so bad. I held it in, bro. That shit still hurts.
Devonta Freeman kicked everybody out of his house.
Bro, Devonta Freeman missed that block, and Matt got sacked. And I blame Kyle Shanahan for calling a pass play. Run the fucking ball.
We all mad at him about that.
Bro, come on, man. But to get to a Super Bowl, like, it's super hard without that superstar quarterback. Like, you can think of quarterbacks that were meh that got Super Bowls. Trent Dilfer, Kerry Collins.
Nick Foles.
Yeah, but they didn't make it there because of Nick Foles.
Carson Wentz had a good year before
they got there because of Carson Wentz, and that defense was just absolutely ridiculous, right? If you don't have an elite quarterback, your defense better be on point.
I think their defense was trash that year.
Well, let me say this.
What, the Giants?
No,
or the Eagles?
Yeah.
No, their defense was good.
Let
They
me
gave
say-
up 40 points in the darn Super Bowl.
But who are they playing, though?
They were playing the Patriots.
Exactly.
Atlanta didn't give up 40 points, though.
Bro, stop it. They gave
I'm just saying, man.
Let me say this.
I'm about to have a heart attack, bro.
Yo, before you do that, B Rich, we did have a super chat come through.
Oh, super chat. Super chat.
Hold on for the Super Chat. We're gonna go straight
I don't
there.
even know if that was the correct music.
Superman. Dun, dun, I don't know. I'm about to do Star Wars. Hey, look, Danny, don't worry about it, man. I thank you for being here because I would normally catch that wrath. So
Yeah.
I know how you feel,
No,
man.
no,
I'm
he
good.
He going light because you here. This man got a video going viral right now. Just saying everything opposite of what he's saying today.
Hold on, bro. I keep saying I don't agree with the hire. I don't like it, and
He going
but
light on
what I'm saying is he's making me look at it differently.
Hey man, we were super chat. Shout out to Jay Black.
What up, Jay Black?
142. Jay Black 142. He said great clip, Trey and B Rich. Laughing out loud at the Rennie Curran
okay.
skit.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Jay Black 142. We appreciate your support of the show. We appreciate the love you show us. Yeah, man. Rennie Curran, man. He came in and said it's about being great every day. You gotta sacrifice, man. You gotta sacrifice to be a great podcast, man.
Look, we got about 325 comments. Let's go through a couple of them.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. But hey, I hope Stefanski can pull it around. And guess what, man? Like I'm rooting for him. I'm not against him. Raymond Hilliard said he gets a minimum of 3 years if he's losing. That's really what the question was.
I think so.
If he's losing, how many years will he get?
I mean, look, man,
if he's winning.
the main thing that Matt Ryan and Arthur Blank said, they brought him in to win. So he better win.
I think we could coach the Falcons and get at least 9 wins.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah. They're too talented, bro.
You think what?
He said he think we could
any of us could coach the Falcons and get 9 wins.
No,
Dan.
I mean,
Yes.
no.
Dan,
I'm not gonna put myself above Raheem Morris as a coach. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
Do you know how to use timeouts?
I'm not gonna disrespect.
Do you know
him
how
like
to
that.
use timeouts?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're better than Raheem Morris. Next.
I'm not gonna disrespect him in the moment, boy. Danny, you crazy for that one. Jamil Jones said he will have a more established system in place. He will get more time because he'll have more wins. Okay.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm hoping
All right,
he will.
Jamil Jones.
Yeah, I'm hoping he will, man. I'm hoping he'll have more wins. Let me see what else we got, Mario. Sadly, yes. I guess that to the question
3G
of more
Dawson.
wins. Yeah.
Why? Sadly, if we're winning, what's
Raymond Hilliard said, yes, they're going to give him more time. He coming in with a horrible quarterback situation, no first-round pick, and limited cap.
Nah, hold on. Cap space is freed up, sir.
But they don't have the Falcons traded. The Rams have the Falcons first.
But
round
listen,
pick.
that is true.
Yeah.
But do you like that pick? Do you like that move?
To have James Pierce and the other dude, yeah, I like
okay,
that.
cool. I was about to say that.
Yeah,
Boy, I was about to go.
I'm okay with it.
Hey, okay,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
okay with
So
it.
I'm cool with that. So
Because Falcons always get that middle round
Bird
bullshit
game.
pick anyway.
Bird Gang _ ATL said they shouldn't give him more time. Expectations should be the playoff because that's why Rod was fired. And I agree. If he don't win in 2 years, get him up out of here.
He's going to.
Yeah, if he don't win in 2 years, get him up out of here, man. Coaches are winning in 1 and 2 years, man. Do you realize that now one is hurt, so he's not going to play. But do you realize yesterday there was almost 3 quarterbacks from the same draft as Michael Penix that would have been in conference championship game?
Run it down.
So right now 3 of them have gone to conference championship games.
What's the name?
Oh, of course, you got Bo Nix. Unfortunately, he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Broke the bone in the ankle. Like, you got to hate that for him.
Yeah.
Happy for Sean Payton, though.
I hate Sean
But
Payton.
watch, Sean Payton might go out there and get a win with Jason Stidham. Then you got Drake May. Drake May is now in the conference championship game. Caleb Williams threw one of the most amazing 4th down touchdowns I have ever seen.
Do you think that he
craziest
meant to
plays.
do that? Do you
I
think
do.
that was...
No, I don't think he meant to run back like that. And
No.
I think he was trying to escape. He saw him, and he just planted
Was
fast
that
as he could.
Bro,
and
let me
threw
tell
it.
you something.
That was a great throw.
I was watching Shark Tank, and I flipped back real quick, and I didn't see the snap, so I didn't know what the hell happened. Was it a missed snap?
So no. They
Or did he
snapped-
just run back?
So they snapped, and they were on him. 3
Yeah.
defenders were
No, I
about to
saw
get
that.
him. So he ran back to keep them from sacking him.
Yeah.
He got where he had enough room. He just planted as fast as he could and let it
lit
go.
it
And
out, bro.
perfect.
That's crazy.
Throw. Dropped it in a
I
bucket,
saw
dog.
the like when I flipped the channel, I saw the run back and the heave. I didn't see the snap. I thought it was like a miss snap or something.
Man, that dude is one of the more talented quarterbacks in the league. He was almost in the conference championship. Then we got Jaden Daniels, who made a conference championship last year. So that's 3 quarterbacks from that draft class.
Was Caleb Williams in the same draft?
Yes, Caleb Williams went number 1.
I've been 4.
Caleb Williams was the number 1 quarterback. Jaden Daniels was 2.
2.
Penix was 3.
Yeah.
And then you had, I can't
Drake
remember
May.
Bo Nix or Drake May. I think Bo Nix got
Bo
drafted
Nix.
next.
Then
and
May.
then Drake May.
Man,
You know
that
what
may
I'm
be
saying?
one of the shaping up into one of the finest draft classes ever.
I think
So-
2018 was that
That was Lamar and them.
Lamar and them. Yeah. That was a pretty
But
good draft
dude,
class
like
too.
this is what I mean. And, hey, look, I'm gonna say this. I think Penix has elite talent, QB talent. I really do.
Would you take Penix over all those other quarterbacks?
Not right now. I take Drake May, but I'm saying
You take May over Bo Nix?
Hell yeah, I hate Bo Nix. That's all Sean Payton.
No.
That's Sean
Hey,
Payton.
look, I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I hated on Bo Nix. I was a big time Bo Nix hater. I'll give you a little background story. Bo Nix came in and replaced a friend of mine's son at Auburn. He was supposed to be the starting quarterback. Bo Nix came in and the talk was, I didn't hear this from my friend to his son, but the talk was that Bo Nix was just handed the job. And my partner's son had to move on to another college. He ended up going to another college, becoming good, still got drafted, and now he's a quarterback everybody looking for in free agency, and Malik Willis. So because Bo Nix replaced Malik Willis at Auburn, I was against Bo Nix immediately. I've been against him his whole career because of that. I didn't root for him. And then I saw him play Georgia. It didn't look good. Man went to Oregon, got himself together. And I thought he was going to be trash in the NFL. But I'm going to say this right now. I don't think it's just all Sean Payton. Now, Sean Payton plays a huge part in it.
Sean Payton built his confidence to where he can play now.
Bo
Nix wasn't there.
But look. So hold on. I'm going to get to that. But Bo Nix still has to go out and make the plays. He has the athleticism, and he can throw. Like I gotta give Bo Nix his credit. But to your point, I will say this: when you look at the quarterbacks who have had success, right? All of them had something that Michael Penix has not had. All of them had proven play callers. You got Drake May, Super Bowl winning OC behind him, and Josh McDaniels, multi-Super Bowl winning OC. Sean Payton, Super Bowl winning play caller, been in the league forever. You got Cliff Kingsbury, not a great head coach, but everybody looked at him as a pretty decent play caller.
He's a good college coach.
Then you got, but good play caller in NFL. It went terrible as a head coach, but they still consider him as a good play caller. Ben Johnson had success as an OC. Now he's calling plays for Caleb Williams. Michael Penix has not had even 50% of the level of coaching that those players had. Now, I'm not saying Mike Penix is better than them. I'm just saying I would like to see Mike Penix get a similar opportunity to have the level of coaching they have and see. They're more athletic than him. They stay healthier than him. They bring more to the table as the total package than Michael Penix because of their mobility and their health. But I have not seen, and we have not seen, Michael Penix being coached with that level of coaching that those four quarterbacks have got.
With that point, Trey, that leads us right into the super chat we just got.
Super chat. Until we get the music, I'm doing the Superman. You know what I'm saying? Or we can hit the soldier, but Superman on chat. Watch me. Hey, man.
We'll get the Euro drop. We'll do
Hey,
that.
man, it's all good. So Isaiah Horn, 6472, dropped that super chat. Shout out to you. Said, who is the bigger question mark? Mike Penix or Stefanski? That's actually a damn good question.
It was perfectly timed.
I mean, the bigger question mark is definitely Michael Penix. Because we don't know what he's going to do. We don't know how he's going to do. Like, we know he has the elite talent. That's what I'm saying. He has the elite talent. His arm is better than – his arm is just as good as all those quarterbacks that are in the playoffs right now.
I can't say better than all because
I say it's just as –
Caleb Williams, boy, that dude is ridiculous.
Hey, man. All right. Well, you're right. So, can he put it together? Can he stay injury-free, first and foremost? Because that's the question. Like, everybody loved his talent.
Didn't he have 2 knee surgeries in college?
Two on the same knee and now one on a new knee.
That's what I'm saying. He's had 3 major knee or leg operations.
Yeah, he did.
And
that's
he's
the biggest
older,
question.
too. Like, he's not
He's
as
still
young.
in his 20s.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's not traditionally aged quarterback.
Neither
Like,
is
Bo Nix, same age.
Yeah, but Bo Nix, I'm just saying, of all of these things, all of these little things, like Bo Nix also doesn't have three
You saying
surgeries.
they add up.
Correct.
That's what you saying they add up.
Yeah.
So look, but look, and I'm glad to ask
Shouts
that
out
question.
to the super chat.
Appreciate that. Do we have another super chat as well?
No,
Okay, that's it. So look, there's a question that goes hand in hand with that on who's the bigger question mark. Shout out to Isaiah Horn. There's a question that goes hand in hand that I was going to ask, and this needs to be asked. Can Kevin Stefanski, I call the man Steven, can Kevin Stefanski develop Michael Penix? Has he proven that he knows how to develop quarterbacks?
I don't think he's going to keep
I don't know.
Penix.
Like, let me ask you a question. 'Cause I don't know. Do y'all know if he wanted to keep Baker Mayfield?
I don't know. We
I
have to
don't
look
know.
I
that
mean,
up.
with him coaching Baker Mayfield, they went to the playoffs, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he had a good part of Baker Mayfield's career, along with Baker going to the Rams, going to the being coached by the Rams, by being in that system. I think they helped him out a lot.
So you feel like he can develop? You feel?
I don't
like he can
know.
develop?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
convinced.
Well, I
I'm
mean, it's a
hoping.
question. It's a yes or no. You
I'm
think
not-
he can develop or not?
I'm not convinced he wants to keep Penix.
Well, right now he's gonna have to try to come in and develop him.
No, I know.
Like it's his job to develop him, whether he wants to keep him or not.
I would say yes, but man, like, for example, maybe I'm wrong, but if he doesn't want to keep Penix and kind of throw Penix under the bus, he can say, "Oh, I'm going to develop him. I'm going to develop him," and then when it doesn't work out, say, "Well, I did everything I could."
He the wrong man for the job, then.
That's just look. I don't know shit. That's just That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I have nothing to back this up.
I'm just saying, if that's the case, he the wrong man for the job from the standpoint. Now look,
because the quarterback class coming up, either this year or next year, is going to be wild out of college. I don't think it's this year. I think it's next year.
Archie Manning. Talking about that draft, because I think he's coming up.
Arch should be coming out after this season right here. I
think Arch Manning is going to come out this year.
I don't think he's going to be after this next season. So the 27 draft, Arch Manning should be in the NFL draft.
I think
he's going to be a first-round pick too.
I mean, look, he has talent. I'm not even going. He has talent, but I'm gonna say this.
But we'll find out. My gut says that he's not going to try.
Why? He the wrong man for the job. If that's the case, he's the wrong man for the job. You can't. And Matt Ryan would have made a horrible hire if he hires a coach who's not even going to try to develop the quarterback that's here that they want to at least see what they can get out of him. He's the wrong man for the job. Now, like you said, none of us, we're not speaking for him. You're just saying this is just your opinion. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, he's the wrong man for the job, and Matt Ryan should step down immediately because you hired a fool who don't even want to try to develop your quarterback.
I think they're looking 2-3 years down the road. That's why when the question was asked, do you think they'll give him more time? I think the answer is yes. I think they're strategizing after the 27 season or the 28 season.
I think they're trying to win now, in my opinion.
I think they are.
I mean, they'll win. I think they'll win now because, again, the Falcons have too much talent. Every position is a premium. You got wide receiver. You got a wide receiver 1. Tight end, when he remembers that he plays football, tight end 1. Running back, the best running back in the game. Defensive line, you got 2 rookies that just went crazy and the most sacks that we've had in forever. You got A.J. Terrell. You got Jesse Bates. Aurora is going to be better next year. Like
Brandon Doyles.
Yeah, Caden Ellis. Like
he's not out for the
year. So look, to that question, can he develop? Like, because I didn't
can
throw,
he? Yes, really, I don't know.
Throw. Like, he has to, and I think he will try. I don't see him coming in I don't see any head coach that's worth their salt coming in and not trying to develop a player. If and we didn't hear this from Kevin Stefanski, but if he was to take the standpoint of he's not even going to try and develop him, then he's everything that the people who don't like him because of the Shador situation says he is. Mm-hmm. Now, as a head coach, it's your job to come in and try to get the most out of every single player on your roster. If they're showing up, showing you they want it, they're showing up with respect. If somebody just disrespectful and they treat you, you be human. Man, go on, kick rocks. Get on up out of here. But if you showing up every single day, you putting the work in, you trying to learn, you trying to be the best you can be, it is a head coach's job to try to get the best out of every single player on that roster. I think he will try to develop Mike Penix. His track record doesn't show good because some people say, I've heard he didn't want Dylan Gabriel or Shador. I've heard he did want Dylan Gabriel and didn't want Shador. If he did want Dylan Gabriel and not Shador, then he don't know what he's looking at. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We not Kevin Stefanski. We not in Cleveland. We not a part of that circle. We don't really know what's going on. We on the outside hearing rumors just like people on the outside of Atlanta hearing about Atlanta. But I believe that he's going to come in and try to develop Michael Penix. There's no way he cannot.
You think Penix is going to look at him and with a kind of a side eye and be like, we saw the Shador situation and not really be on board? Or do you think Penix is going to be receptive?
He's going to be all in. I think he's going to be all in because he strikes me as that type of guy. He strikes me as the type of guy. And to your point, you said a very, very valid point earlier in the show. I don't know if you remember, we were talking about relationships, and you were talking about, are you going to feel a certain kind of way just because somebody told you something about somebody else? I think he's going to come into the situation and feel it out for himself. Now, if he starts to see things that fall in line with what he saw, that may be like, damn, so you are that guy. But I think Penix is going to come in. This is a new head coach. Your position is not solidified. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got drafted, but the coach who wanted you is not here. Mm-hmm. The GM who wanted you is not here. Mm-hmm. You have to come in and now show that, hey, I'm your guy. It's just like any other job. A new boss come in, hey, I got to show them I do my thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think Penix is going to approach it from that aspect. And I think he wants to be good. I think he wants to be great. Now, can his body hold up and keep him there? Only time will tell. But I think he's going to be open to Kevin Stefanski and his staff. And speaking of his staff, this is a discussion that I think we should have now. What do y'all think about the staff that y'all see that he's assembling? Because, I mean, some of the names I'm hearing, I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad staff that he's putting together. Now, I can't speak for who the OC is going to be, but when I hear Bill Callahan as an O-line coach, we know Bill Callahan has been in the league for years. He's been a head coach. He's done his thing in the league for years.
Super Bowl winning coach.
Super chat.
He's helped Bill. So let's go to the super chat now. I'll come back to this point. Pamela Johnson, shout out to Pamela Johnson, man. She just shot us a super chat just to show us love. So then, of course, yes. No, that was old boy Isaiah who asked before that. Thank you, Pamela Johnson.
She wants a shout out. All right, shout out to Pamela Johnson, 6480. Y'all follow her. Make sure you support her. She's supporting us.
Yeah, Pamela Johnson, man. Listen, her and her partner, they have been supporting us since we were over the computer. We weren't doing the live in person. You know what I'm saying? We were StreamYard. She's come on the show all that time, man. Comment, show us love. So thank you, Pamela Johnson, for always being stand up and always being behind the Waterboy show. But what I was saying, Bill Callahan as an O-line coach, I like that.
Yep.
I'm hearing that Joe Thomas is thrown out there that he's going to be a part of the staff as an assistant. Joe Thomas, finna be a Hall of Famer, one of the best left tackles to ever play the game, came from the Browns. I think the fact that he was on Cleveland, he got overlooked some by the casual fans, but people who really be watching football and know players on other teams, Joe Thomas. If he can be a part of that O-line staff, I like that. Keeping Jeff Ulbrich, we like that stand for the defense. Now, who he decides to bring in at OC, that's going to be something that we have to see.
What I like to see is I would like to see us really make a foundation with the Atlanta Falcons to focus on a quarterback, get a good QB coach, someone that's a guru to come in and solidify that position. I would like to see that, and I'm curious to see who the offensive coordinator is. I know he may be calling plays, Stefanski, and I don't hate that because if he has success, that means you can't lose your OC coordinator to the next team. So I would like that, but I would like to see an offensive coordinator, an offensive QB coach that's a guru, like how they did in Green Bay, how they're doing in Kansas City, in those markets. I love to see that.
Yeah, I don't have any issue with those people, man. I mean, again, you want to talk about Super Bowl winning coaches, like Bill Callahan is there. Sure, he may be just the O-line coach, but you don't think for a second if the Falcons make a deep run in playoffs that Stefanski's not going to be hitting up 100%, Bill Callahan?
100%.
Of course he is. So you don't have to have nobody has been there until they're there for the first time, right? Mm-hmm. And the people who have been to the top of the mountain multiple times, typically they don't leave, right? Like you win a Super Bowl like John Harbaugh did. How long was he in Baltimore for? Forever. You know what I'm saying? He only got that one Super Bowl, but he was there or did he get two? Was he there for both of them? He only got one? Okay. But he was there for forever. So once you win that first one, you pretty much had carte blanche to be there until you want to leave.
Unless you coach for the Eagles, boy, because that don't mean nothing to them, boy.
Or the Giants.
Boy, you start losing, you up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
So the question, did the Falcons get it right with hiring Stefanski? What's your opinion and what's your opinion?
It's yet to be seen. Right now, like I said, I don't like the hire, but I'm rolling with it.
Maybe. Because, again, who here thought that Buffalo was going to get rid of Sean McDermott?
Let me say this. I don't understand the reason we drafted Stefanski. But I will say this. I respect Matt Ryan. I respect Arthur Blank. I think that Matt Ryan, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. And the way we just broke down, keeping Jeff Ulbrich, the Kirk Cousins situation. Hopefully, man, it goes in the way we want. I'm like you. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to support it. Right now, this is my first reaction. I'm mad. I want to get that out of me. And then when it started the season, I want to jump on board and see what it's about and pick out the positives. But right now, I don't like it because I'm busy watching the guy I want putting belt to ass offensively to Kyle Shanahan.
But there's no guarantee that he would want the Atlanta job.
I mean, and that's true.
He interviewed.
That's true. But I'm thinking that.
But it doesn't mean that he would want. You know what I'm saying? Like
I got you.
He might say, "I want the same deal that Harbaugh got in New York."
Nah, he ain't gonna get that.
He too young. He too young to try to.
But my point is, did we get it right? I don't know. From the beginning stages, I don't like it, but we shall see. I'm gonna give Matt Ryan the benefit of the doubt. He's a proven winner to me. He has a positive attitude, and like the key thing you said, manifesting.
Yeah,
what comes out of your mouth. I feel like Matt Ryan's going to get that building to manifest things to come out of that building, and hopefully it's in positive and it equals wins.
Mm-hmm. Man, so once again, we hired a head coach before we hired a GM.
We got Super Chat.
Okay, what's up? Pull up the Super Chat. Let me.
You got to do the theme song.
Watch that Superman, that chat. Watch me. All right, what we got going? What if the Falcons traded for Shador to bridge and compete with MP9? Feel better there about Coach Stefanski? Well,
that's not gonna happen. That's not happening.
So
from Chris Dada.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chris Dada. Shout out to you, Chris Dada. We appreciate that love and that super chat. Chris Dada asked. Well, me personally, listen, I like Shador. But I'm not on the Shador train. I'm not saying I didn't like what happened between him and Stefanski because I necessarily want Shador. You know what I mean? I'm not saying let's trade for Shador. Like I'm not one of those particular fans.
Yeah, I'm not on that
at all. So I don't think they would do that. I mean, if they want to let us get Shador for a late round draft pick, I say try it.
Hold on. Go back up. That way. It said, click Joshua. Right there, click that one. I want to think what y'all think about this. Go back. You had it. We got another super chat. Okay. Well,
somebody said, "What about Stetson Bennett?" Yeah. That's his comment you talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. What do y'all like? What do you think about Stetson Bennett coming to the Falcons?
No. No.
I like Stetson, man.
Why? You don't want to give him a shot?
Why?
Because he's a winner. Chicken
AJ
dinner.
AJ McCarron won a
no. We got 2 chips.
No,
and he's playing behind one of the greatest offensive minds right now, and he's playing behind one of the greatest UGA quarterbacks of all time.
Look, here's the thing, right? The Shador situation, and just so I got a little bit of clarity, you guys are not saying that Shador Sanders is going to have an amazing career.
We don't know. Have no clue.
The issue with Shador is the way that he was treated. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because there's the relationship issue that Shador. Now I'm not saying it's on him, but there's that relationship issue that happened with the coaching and the ownership and blah blah blah. But then there's the talent side, right? I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know more than every single team that passed up on him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that it was because of his dad, and I don't think it was because of him. Like, people who draft, whose job it is to evaluate talent for the NFL, are the best at their job. Do they get it wrong sometimes? Yes, Jamarcus Russell, terrible. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, was it Johnny Manziel? Terrible. But my point is this. If Shador was the next coming of Michael Vick, Steve McNair, hell, even Cam Newton, all those teams would not have passed on him. You know what I'm saying? They would not have done it.
We got a super chat.
What we got going on, man? Who done dropped the super chat? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Watch us, Superman, that chat. Watch me. Hey, man, shout out to Z Corp Alpha 2462.
That's my boy.
Always coming in, showing us love with the super duper chats. Says the coach hire is mixed feelings, like getting a bad Whopper from Burger King. Oh man, dang,
pretty bad.
Dang, man.
I mean, hopefully, man, we all eating our words, man. Hopefully, Stefanski comes and takes us to the Super Bowl.
Well, it only be me and you, because Danny loves it.
No, I don't love it. But I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a B minus. Like if your kids go to school and they bring home, well, I think it's a B. If they bring home B's for school, you'll be like, man, you could do better and get an A. But I'm not gonna whoop your ass because you're not failing. You're
if I brought home B's,
B.
I'd have been super happy. I'd been I probably would have got a new Nintendo 64.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying. It's a B. If you had to give it a grade, give it a grade. What's the higher?
Oh my God!
I'm saying it's a B.
Trey, you go first.
Me, man, I'm finna give it a C.
Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna give it a C.
This man.
I'm gonna give it a C because I mean he hasn't shown me anything right now.
He hasn't started.
You know what?
I'm talking about his track record. He hasn't shown me anything.
You know what? I'm gonna base it off your resume.
Okay.
All right.
The entire resume, not just
okay.
entire resume.
A C because he's average. His record was average. His playoff record was average.
Okay.
He gets a C.
Okay.
There you go, Danny.
Hey, look, everybody's
A B ain't too much better than a C.
Everybody's entitled to their wrong opinion.
If I got C,
Oh, there we go. See, there you go. He gonna be. But listen, y'all, remember Danny Nagel from Nagel and Associates, man. Clay Cotai Die said that Kevin Stefanski is the next Bill Belichick.
I never said that.
now hold on, real quick. Hey, Danny,
He's the next Bill Belichick.
A lot of people see that you sponsor us. Tell us a little bit about what you do, man.
So I have my law firm, Nagel Law Firm. We're based out of Clayton County. I've lived in Clayton County, like I said, for 42 years. We do car wrecks, on-the-job injuries, basically anything where somebody gets hurt, except their feelings hurt when they're watching the Falcons lose. But if you are physically injured, you can go to GAWRECK.com. Our phone number is 833-CLAYCO1 or 844-GA-REC. I do a lot of stuff, especially on the south side, Clayton County, a lot of sponsorships, a lot of youth athletic sponsorships, obviously with my guys, B. Rich and Trey. I'm all over the internet. You'll see me on Baller Alert Show. You'll see me with Hood Anchor Yay. I'm just trying to do an organic campaign because, I can just write checks and not show up. But what I put my money behind is, what I love and what I support and what I see people doing good things like what you guys are doing, man. I got to, what I'm saying? I show up.
Now you do things around the community, and Trey hit you up, and I want to hit you up like when we want to be a part of the community for the Water Boy Show representing Atlanta. So anything you got going on, man, we there for sure. Hey, look, my daughter had a car accident. He called, asked my daughter was okay, and now he's representing my daughter. So
and
thank you.
I'm gonna break something right now. In March, I'm gonna do a March Madness tournament.
All right, then.
Okay. So we got
Water Boy's gonna be behind it.
Look, y'all got to find a location to where we can go live from it. But it's gonna be big. It's gonna be ESPN, Yahoo, something. I'm gonna create it, and the winner's gonna get $2,000. The winner of the March Madness bracket is gonna win $2,000.
Make some noise for that, Mario. Somebody getting some bam.
So
2 of them things.
Follow me on Instagram at danny.nagel.atl. Look for that announcement. We're going to do a March Madness tournament. Water Boys, Baller Alert Show, Hood Anchor Yay, Atlanta World Star Hip Hop. I'm going to have everybody that I sponsor. We're going to make this a big thing.
Let's do
give
it.
away some money.
Hey, we got us another super chat. Dun, 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 dun. Watch us Superman that chat. Shout out to Pamela Johnson. She says, I like the Musgrave. She said, I like the Musgrave, the QB coach. Was Matt Ryan, former QB coach, who helped develop Michael Penix. So they hired Musgrave. Did they hire Musgrave? Or she's saying she liked Musgrave. Have they hired Musgrave?
That's my first hearing, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. That's actually a pretty good move.
Yeah. Well, we heard that Musgrave was the tie-in between Matt Ryan and Kevin Stefanski. How that relationship was able to get going, man. So shout out to Pamela Johnson, 6480, man.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
If Kevin Stefanski surrounds himself with
like
all
that.
of these
I
people,
like that.
does that ease your
Does
that ease your mind about
For
that
sure.
hire? That he's putting people, he may not be the one, but he's surrounding himself with people who have been
love
there
that.
before. Does that ease your mind on the hire?
For sure.
Yeah.
Because Kubiak might not have done that. He might want to bring his people.
I mean, may have. And
Hey, look.
I think that played a part in Kevin Stefanski getting the job.
I would say this. I feel good with Jeff Albrecht. Now, defense not going to change. I know that was one of Doug's biggest things. Like, now they're going to mess up our defense. Defense is the same.
Yeah.
Cool. We like that direction. If he gets the quarterback coach right, gets the OC coach, get all the line and the position coach. I want to keep Ollie. I love to see him keep Ollie. I like Nate Ollie. He did good. I would feel 100% better about the hire.
But there's one thing we do have to ask ourselves as well, like, because this OC hire is going to be crucial. Why did Kevin Stefanski give up play calling 2 different seasons?
I don't know. Too much.
Okay, but I mean, if he coming in and call the plays, I mean, that's already kind of a track record of an issue. Your coach, who's the play caller, have to give it up. I mean, I'm just saying that's something we have to take into account. Just like the Coach of the Year awards, you gave up play calling in the middle of seasons twice. Why is that? Why is that, Kevin Stefanski? I don't see Andy Reid doing it. I don't see Kyle Shanahan doing it. I don't see Sean McVay having to do it. I don't see some of those great coaches having to do it. You might not put Kyle Shanahan in the great coach department.
He's a great coach.
Yeah.
He's still banned, though.
But, hey, come back in the tone for your sins, Kyle Shanahan. Boy, I've been praying. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this, and I mean this. If the 49ers were to fire Kyle Shanahan and we didn't hire Kevin Stefanski, somebody got to talk to me. Somebody got to tell me something. Y'all might as well cut bait with this guy. We got to get Kyle Shanahan.
He's one of the reasons we lost.
He's also
his playbook.
He's also one of the biggest reasons we were there.
No, the talent was there. You had Matt Ryan,
Julio
Jones,
year ever.
Bro. You had Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Devonta Freeman playing out of his mind. Who's the center that moved to guard? Jake Matthews was still in his prime. Like, that offense was absolutely ridiculous.
Kyle Shanahan got the best out of them, man.
Bro, listen to me.
Let me ask you this. How many times were they one of the greatest offenses? Because, at one point they were a top 10 offense of all time.
I think they were better than the greatest show on turf with Marshall Faulk and Kurt Warner.
But let me ask you, how many times did they do that without Kyle Shanahan? I'll wait.
Devonta Freeman fell off a cliff.
No.
He fell off a cliff.
No,
Matt Ryan was donezo.
I'm waiting.
Like, there's context to it. The players weren't what they were 2 years after that. What did they do the year after the Super Bowl when Kyle Shanahan was still there?
They were an average to below average offense the very next year.
Okay,
without Kyle, because it was without Kyle Shanahan.
So listen. The proof's in the pudding. Kyle Shanahan made two Super Bowls.
Come on, man. We can't knock Kyle.
But I feel you. Like, I'm mad at Kyle not calling the run play. I still hold that against him. But I will say that under the tutelage of Kyle Shanahan, Matt Ryan had an MVP season. The offense was one of the best offensive that we've ever seen in Falcon history, and it was because of him. Now, the Super Bowl debacle, the missed blocks and the missed assignments and the play calling, he was trying to crush the Patriots, and it backfired. But I still would love to have that, being able to compete and at least being in the mix every year than to what we are now.
Hey, I don't think we have the players to execute that, though.
Well, man, Kyle Shanahan, great. So look, we only have like 3 minutes left, then we got to get on up out of here. So I haven't done one of these in a while, man. I like to call it the motivation station, man. Give me a cue after I've been going for 60 seconds, Mario. This is all I want to say. All y'all out there, man, it's MLK Day, man. Go out there and do something great. Go out and do something that's going to impact your community. Go out and do something that's going to impact the people around you. God put us all here for us to lift other people up with our creativity, man, with the person that we are and the people that he made us. So go out, take all that today, put something behind yourself and behind your community, and go and do something good. Don't be like the Atlanta Hawks. Don't fail the city of Atlanta. Don't put a bunch of trash out on the court year in and year out. Do something good for yourselves, man. Don't get rid of your star player and then turn around and everybody fall off a cliff. Go ahead and do something great, man. Go out and impact your community in a good way. Say no to being like the Atlanta Hawks today, man. Go out and do something great, man. That's what I want y'all to go out and do. And hey, man, y'all know I love the Hawks, but y'all been failing us, man. So go out, do something successful today, support your community, and whatever you do, don't be like the Hawks. And they better not lose on MLK Day. They better not.
On that note, we got a super chat.
All right, this is our last super chat of the day. Man, who we got, man? Isaiah Horn back again. Said defense ranking for next year with Ulbrich having Another year, man. Defensive ranking for next year. I think we're top 10 defense. I think
5.
Matt Ryan them gonna go get us a space either in the middle. But we gotta get another DB opposite of AJ Terrell.
Yeah, top 5 if everybody's healthy. If everyone is healthy, top 5.
Yep. Hey, look, and on that note, man, we appreciate our guy, Danny Nagel for Nagel and Associates, Clay Cole till I die. You also see the other sign that just said you know, I love that sign. It just a sign that said Clay Cole. That's just what it says. So listen, like we always say about this time, man, the Waterboy Show, we represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. We pray Kevin Stefanski gets it together. On behalf of myself, Trey, our partner, Danny Nagel, my homeboy and brother, B. Rich, we got Super Mario and Doug. The Waterboy Show. We are out.
Kill the camera.
Seem to be the problem here, my brother.